Hello guys, and we are back finally playing project cars again. Now I'm really excited. I want to take some fast car to the Nürburgring, and I feel like this time we can do it with Aston Martins. Now we have a choice of many Aston Martins here, and I feel like we can choose something that would be powerful and at the same time very exciting. Now in terms of exciting, you always have this idea that it could be exciting or anything until you really look at the stats. You have to look at the stats and compare them to each other. For example, what I mean by that is the horsepower to the weight. Always do that, because as much as you want to compare horsepower to each other of every car, you gotta compare horsepower and weight within the car to make it exciting. So for example, this one, Aston Martin Racing V8 Vantage GTE, has 450 horsepower and 2,700 pound-feet I'm sorry, not pound-feet, of weight, 2,700 pounds of weight. Now let's compare that to this car, which is the Aston Martin Vantage V12 Vantage GT3. Now this one has 520 horsepower and 2,821 pounds. Now this is more heavier, as you can see, but it has more power. But weight plays bigger role than the power, so we'll go with the V8 car. Now V8 car once again has 450 horsepower and 2,700 pounds of weight. We'll see how this beast will handle the track. Now we're gonna choose, of course, the Nürburgring Nordschleife track. Now you guys all, whoever is a car enthusiast, should know what this car is. This car is the benchmark for any other vehicle out there. Now let's choose, don't be too overwhelming, we'll choose perhaps one lap and 19 opponents. That's gonna be a little too much, so we're gonna do 9 opponents instead of 19. In terms of the condition, we have clear, race date, and time progression. Let's do real time. It's not gonna be noticeable because we're gonna run only 7 minutes or maybe a little more. Okay, let's see how it will go. Now I'm anticipating this car to be interesting. At the same time, I feel like it could have more horsepower. Now every time you have this idea that you want more horsepower because the car will not have enough power when you're coming out of the corner. Now that's one misconception you have with the light car. Now light car will have that push because it's light, of course. So let's see how it will be this time. I'm looking forward to it, actually. We'll see how it will go. Let me lower the volume here a little bit so it's not gonna be too loud, so I can be able to talk properly. Yeah, looks like we have a Mercedes-Benz as well here. We're gonna run in the cockpit mode. Okay, we need to warm up the tires, of course, but I feel like it's gonna be very hot race here. We have a good opponents, but I really love the sound of this V8. Once it was known to be the best sounding V8 in the world when the Aston Martin came out with V8 engine. First V8 Aston Martin, not even S model, the regular one, was actually very famous and very, engineered, very good engineered car. Yeah, the car is already good, but I feel it could be much better with the warm tires. What do we have in front of there? I think that's Mercedes-Benz GT3 AMG. That's a very good car as well. It's the most modern car, the latest out of all the racers, and also the Corvette, I would say. That is gotta be a little careful on these corners here. Okay, I think the tires are kind of on a good temperature, but still not quite there. We can outbrake these cars, but we gotta be careful doing fast moves here. A little battle going on between GT3 and me. But having such a tight and technical track, I think you gotta have a little bit of the fight. And we can also, of course, always outbrake these cars. Now that's the one of the big pointers we have compared to them. But of course, we gotta keep our senses to ourselves and our sensitivity, basically, how we can manage the throttle and the brakes. Yeah, I wish I would have more power a little bit. But these cars should be all in the same class. These are GT4 cars. Or GT3. I think GT4. The guy behind me is trying to get through. Yeah, that Corvette is putting up a good fight. Let's see how we handle the carousel. Come on, Corvette, you can't be that fast. On to the next. Now, what we have in front of us? I think that's roof. Yep. Since we don't have Porsches in this game, that's the roof over there. Now I feel more confident driving this car because tires are up on the condition of having more stickiness to the road. Wow. That was helpful. Outbraking is one of the edges that I have compared to the AI. But I still have to be careful how I manage my throttle as well. Now let's see how quick this Aston is. Yeah, we had a very good window over there. Too bad we missed it when we overtook the roof. It just was a little bit too much. Yeah. You know, a little bit more time. I think 2 laps would be better, if you ask me. But still good race nonetheless, because I feel like it could have been more power, but at the same time I feel like I was rushing into the corners and should have given more time to myself and the tires to get to the condition of feeling more confident, but still good race. Okay guys, until next time, this was GameFile.